Response of my fearful nervous system to safety. My name is Willeke Sophia from Exploring Deeper, and I want to share something quite personal this morning, today. And I think we human beings we're delicate beings, and we all need a certain degree of feeling safe to thrive and to feel free. And it can be easy to ignore that part of us that wants safety, especially if we fall into that trap of personal growth that I see sometimes, where we push ourselves to face our fears and go deeper and go where catharsis is. And I've noticed I've been an emotional masochist for a long time, pushing myself a lot. And I've noticed that it's not working. And it has a lot to do with when we are far out of our comfort zone, we go into fearful zone. Our fight or flight mechanism switches on. We don't learn, we just survive. If you want to learn more about that, then do check out my other videos, because I go in depth about that. I will not do that here. But what I've noticed is that there is a strong longing in me for feeling safe. So to feel a strong foundation, to feel safe so that I can feel free and grow and explore and thrive. But the interesting thing that I've been noticing is that when I am faced with feeling safe, when I'm faced not so much with feeling safe, but when I'm faced with a person, especially a person that's touching my heart, who is offering me safety, then the surprising result, the surprising response of my nervous system is that it freaks out. When someone is offering me safety, my nervous system goes into full-on panic mode. It goes into fearful mode. I become a scared woman, and I become suspicious. There is fear and suspicion, and then there's judgment about the suspicion. Like, why do I feel suspicious about this person? So, as I have a feeling that I'm not the only person experiencing this, going through this, I want to share with you a case study from this weekend, and it feels pretty damn vulnerable to do so, but I'll do it anyway, because I think it might make sense for some of you. And let me share with you that I do feel vulnerable sharing about this process. So what happened is that over the weekend, there was a person I met, a person I know but never really met. And I did meet this person over the weekend. And there were beautiful moments of connection and sharing that touched me really, that touched my heart. And I wasn't planning on it. It wasn't my intention, not with this person and not at all. Because I'm quite content with the people I've got around me in my life, and the peacefulness. Like, it felt like I've been designing people around me that fulfill my desires, that nourish me, and that make me feel safe, that feels calm. And it's like the universe is like putting a person in my life, is like shaking things up. Like, you thought you had it under control, now here's this. And that's what happened. That's how it feels, what happened. So there were these beautiful moments with this person, and beautiful sharings both ways that felt vulnerable, that felt very open. I've been expressing the curiosity I felt in the moment, like, hey, I feel curious about you, and I feel nervous about feeling curious, and it's shaking me up. And the response was safe. The response was inviting me back to feel it all, and to meet in that, and to meet and explore. And when that person asked me, like, how is that to receive those words? My response back to them was like, I don't know. Like, I hear you, but I can't feel the words. I can't like really take them in. Like, what actually happens is my defenses go up. And I don't want them to go up, but they do go up. And I'm waiting for the but. I'm waiting for the but in your sentence. And then they said, there's no but. This is what I got for you. And what I've noticed, what happened since, is that there is one part that is, well, there is a lot being shaken up. And I feel that in my body, there's this sense of a bit of nervousness. There is a sense of like, oh my gosh, like my heart is feeling tender. My belly is feeling excited, super excited. And at the same time, it's like, oh, it feels very tender. My mind's trying to analyze. My mind's trying to make sense of it all. Like, what were the words that were used? What did they mean? Isn't there a but somewhere? Isn't there a, like, do I want more? Do I want more than this other person? Am I more, what's happening? Like, I can't even explain it quite right because my mind's like so much trying to grab in, trying to understand, and trying to filter the words that were used, and to kind of like feel the but, feel like, okay, this is where they are not in, but say something different. And it's like this anxiety is coming up. This anxiety is like, oh. And then there's this feeling like this suspicion. And this is such a rough one because I got so much judgment on my suspicion. Like there is this part that's like, I mean, there are people that know us both. And there is a part of me that is like wanting people that know us both to tell me that this is a wrong person to relate with because there's something wrong with them, because they're not authentic, they're not real, they're not truthful. And I did share with some dear sisters that I do trust. And their response was enthusiastic. And I actually was shaking me up more. It's like, yeah, but where's your butt? And then I'm noticing my own projections to the person. And another thing that happens a lot is like the projections that I have towards myself through their eyes is like, they cannot possibly think that I'm a beautiful woman. They cannot possibly think that I'm sexy. They cannot possibly want to spend time with me. They cannot possibly want to connect because I got children. They cannot, there's all these filling in their possible objections. And it's tiring. It's happening all the time. It's like I'm convincing myself that this safety or this welcoming me is not real. It's quite painful. It's quite, it's making me sad in a way. There is a part of me that wants to celebrate, like, wow, there was this beautiful connection, and who knows where that's going to lead. Like, this might be very exciting, but there are so many parts that are like, ooh, shaken up. And there's a fear even now, like, what if this person is watching this? What if they would come up live now and respond? What if they will see this later? And I'm quite sure when they are watching this that they will know who they are. And then there's this part of me like, what if they see this part of me? What if they now think that I'm this exaggerating, frightened, weak woman who is, what if? So part of me is like, what if they actually would hate it that I would share this about them? Because I didn't ask for consent. I always ask for consent, even though I am taking away any part that would possibly tell you who they are, even their gender. I'm taking it all away. And I met like over 200 people this weekend, and I cuddled with at least half of them. So I'm pretty sure that besides a few people who know me, there's very, very few people who know who this person may be. But I do feel shaken up. Even more so because they tick so many boxes of what I'm looking for in a person. Like, this could be a person who could be possibly, potentially, maybe very interesting person to relate with. And I cannot say it in a different way than with lots of maybes because it's too fucking vulnerable even to myself to say it in a different way. It's not something I want to feel fully because I don't feel safe enough for that. And I feel emotions coming up as I say this. I feel tears. I feel this feeling in my heart that goes up, that moves up. It's like, oh shit. Whew. But I've been brave. I've expressed everything to this person. My curiosity, my fear. I'm proud of myself for that because I know it's the only way I can relate nowadays. To just be fully me, including these parts that are, while I'm sharing this, I feel like I do feel too this warmth in my heart, this loving part in myself that knows that, whatever's going to happen, I'm being real. I'm feeling it all. I'm sharing it all. I'm showing my true self. And that's what I got to offer. That's all I have to offer. It's the most precious thing I could ever offer anyone, including all you, my community. This is all I can offer. It's my truth. My truth and my love. And I feel that too. It's getting more silent inside now. I went for a very long walk this morning, sharing and listening to the trees and the birds and feeling the sun and the rain. Because I know when my nervous system is triggered, it needs movement. Like all these adrenalines and these hormones that are, fight or flight hormones, they are being released and they are triggered. So I need to move my body so that they can flow and that I can move and that there's a way out, that I don't keep the hormones, that I don't get stuck with them. Oh, I'm doing that a lot. I'm doing a lot of sighing. Just feel. Because, it is a lot when someone impacts us or when a moment impacts us, but definitely a person. When we are impacted, and I don't think we choose by who we are impacted and when it happens, but it does happen. And then it's something to deal with, to be with. And there is opportunities to run or to push. And there is opportunities in these moments to find safety. And for me, this safety comes in community. So in sharing with you and knowing that I'm being witnessed, this, knowing that you can share back with me and feeling heard and seen and witnessed. And finding the trust back in myself that it's all good. It's all good. I've been very brave. I've been real with someone who impacted me and I've shared with them about how I feel. And that's success. That's the most real thing, the most true thing I can do for myself. It's the most loving thing that I can do for myself. It's the safest thing that I can do for myself. So finding back the safety inside me and acknowledging that for finding safety with another person, it takes two or more if you're in, multiple person constellations. It takes co-creation. Safety takes co-creation. You cannot do it alone. We're social animals. So I'm going to do a lot of breathing today. And until these moments when we meet a person that impacts us, there is always this first time when we don't know where things are going. Will this be friendship? Will this be co-creation? Will this be lovers? Will this be partners? Will this be something different? and we don't know where it's going to go. And I know for myself that I can try to put things in boxes and label it. And also this desire inside to let it unfold and give it time and space. But that desire to give it time and space and let it unfold, I could like make that time of insecurity where we actually don't know who we're going to be. It might make it longer. It will make the outcome more real. At least I think so, in my experience. But it's, it's this sitting, this being in this time of not knowing where things are going to go, who I can be to this person, who this person can be to me, what we could co-create. We don't know. I don't know. It takes weeks before we know, right? Before that first veil lifts and we see the other person, including their faults and their weaknesses and their patterns and their challenges. So my strategy right now is to just throw all those on the table, like as soon as I can. First meeting, preferably. Like, these are my challenges. These are my limiting beliefs. This is what I work with. This is what makes me feel unsafe. This is what makes me feel sad. This is how I work. Can you be with that? Is that your desire to be with that? That's what I did. And there was a beautiful response. And I'm still sitting in the unsafety of it all. And it's actually beautiful. It's actually very beautiful. And I'm grateful that this is happening. I'm grateful for sharing this with you all. Yeah. So please let me know how this lands with you, how this feels to you, if you recognize this, if you feel this too. And also, any response or support or love is welcome too. Yeah. Yeah. Any response to witnessing is super welcome. And sending love to you all. And yeah, if you are sitting with unsafety too, or these suspicion or anxiety in your system, and my heart's with you. Absolutely, because I know how it feels. It's challenging. It's beautiful. I think this is the trait of being sensitive persons. You just feel a lot of things. This is part of it. This is part of having this fucking big heart that feels a lot. And I'm with you. You're not alone. So thank you for witnessing me. I appreciate it. Be good. Have a good day.